Hey you guys, it's Denise and my son MarKeaño, and today's video is just me talking about how professionals are just not using sanitation practices or not even using hand sanitizer regularly or anything anymore. And right now I just left my son's therapy session where his therapist had one of the toys that she was using with him on top of a trash can, sitting in front of him and her, and the toy was on top of the trash can, and she was using another toy to put in front of it just so, you know, they could work on like blocking and seeing if he could figure out if he knew that the toy was being blocked, and was using the trash can as a table. Now, how unsanitary is that? Number one, my son has a trach, which is an open airway. So he has to be super careful because anything is just subjected to just get into his airway, and he's non-ambulatory, so he can't really do anything for himself. Not only that, he's just a little baby with COVID and all these germs and everything going around. A trash can, and then like basically playing with the trash, not playing with the trash can, but playing with the items on top of the trash can. And I was just so annoyed because it's like I don't want to say anything, but then I feel like if I didn't say anything, I'm doing my son a disjustice because I'm the one that has to deal with him catching some type of virus and being sick at home later, and or him ending up in the hospital because he has an open airway. And you know, once you get inside the hospital, it's almost hard to get out. So that's why I like to, you know, he barely gets sick. And so that's why I really don't even want him to go to public school, because I feel like that I know that he's not going to last long if he goes to public school, because he's going to continuously get sick, being that he has the open airway and things like this, where professionals are not using gloves. And even if they do use gloves, they're just basically protecting themselves. But at the same time, they're playing with toys on top of a trash can instead of just getting a tabletop or something like that. They're using the trash can as the tabletop. No hand sanitizer. My son, he puts his hands in his mouth constantly, and he puts things up to his mouth constantly. So this is not a good thing at all. And for a second, I just didn't even know at first, because I went to use the bathroom and I came back and this toy was sitting on top of the trash can. And I struggled a little bit with myself inside because I don't want to start anything. I don't want to say anything the wrong way, but it's my kid, so I had to say something. Could we please use another item other than the trash can? She said yes, she had no problem with it, but did she wash her hands? No. Did she continue to still play with the toys that were already on the trash can? Yes. Did she sanitize them? No. So I have alcohol wipes, so I just kept wiping my son's fingers off. It's things like this that really irk me about professionals, and this is why I don't want to leave my son alone with anyone. Not a nurse. I mean, I leave him with my kids because they're kind of medically trained by me to take care of him, my husband, but anybody else, I just am terrified, to be honest, because people just don't really care. I'm just so annoyed. Just every day it's something. So that's what happened to us today so far. Also, I have just a lot of, I'm just tired.